those members of, quote, assaulting our ICE enforcement officers, including body slamming a female ICE officer. Yesterday, I spoke with the Democratic Congresswoman Bonnie Watson-Coleman, one of the lawmakers who was at the scene on Friday, and she disputed those claims. Did you witness anybody on your side assaulting a law enforcement officer or an ICE officer?
Absolutely not. The members of Congress and our staff were concerned about the mayor, and our staff was concerned about us. And the protesters were being peaceful. They were filming this. I mean, there's got to be a gazillion films all over this country now. We weren't trying to start anything. We weren't trying to do anything. We were trying to protect the mayor from what we thought was an unlawful arrest.
Joining me now, Dean Obeidallah. He is the host of the Dean Obeidallah Show on SiriusXM, author of the Dean's Report on Substack, and a columnist for the MSNBC Daily Newsletter. Rick Wilson, IRL, as they say, is co-founder of the Lincoln Project. He's a former Republican strategist. He's the author of several books, including Running Against the Devil, A Plot to Save America from Trump and Democrats from Themselves. Dean, I don't know how many years you and I have known each other, but last time you were on with me, I had trouble saying your name, which was odd. So for safety, I got a guy called Rick Wilson, just in case I run into any problems. I don't know where to start, guys. I do want to start with this evolving reporting that we're getting, which NBC also has, that apparently on this trip, Donald Trump is going to receive, and I want my executive producer to listen to this carefully so I say it correctly, the gift of a plane, which Donald Trump is going to then use as his official plane until he's not president, at which point it goes to his library or something from the government of Qatar. I don't even, Rick.
First off, this is what we call a bribe. It's not a gift. It's a bribe. This is a bribe. This is a very, very expensive 747-8. It's a very fancy plane. And in fact, the reason I think that Qatar has been so smart about this is the interior decorating style looks like Saddam and Liberace's decorators got together and said, let's make a flying brothel that will appeal to Donald Trump. It is the most vulgar thing you've ever seen in your life. But that is this is a bribe. This is not a gift. It's not a loan. It's not a deal. It's a bribe. And we need to just recognize how transactional and corrupt this is.
But this is weird. Like last time Trump's first official visit, in fact, had the Pope not died, this would be his first official visit, right? Because, and it was Saudi Arabia last time, and it's Saudi Arabia this time, and Saudi Arabia is getting outdone by its little neighbors who are coming up with bigger deals. I mean, that UAE deal that I was just talking about, it's crazy. They're investing something through a Trump meme coin, and Trump's sons are going to be the platform on which. I mean, you can't make the stuff up, Dean.
There are dictators around the world looking at Trump going, this guy knows what he's doing. This is the kind of corruption we dream of doing. And, like, what's remarkable about the Qatari plane, in the emoluments clause, it says you can't get anything from a king, a prince, or a foreign country. This is all three wrapped into one plane. He's got everything. It's a king, a prince, and a foreign country. Give him a plane to fly around. No one, we've never heard of another president accepting a massive plane of $400 million from another country to play. You play with it for a few years, see if you like it, then you can buy it or not. Of course it's a bribe. It's transactional. Everything about the guy is transactional. So this is what's going on. And by the way, his kids just started a whole bunch of for-profit business enterprises in that whole UAE, United Emirates area, and Saudi and Gulf. Of course, America is for sale to Donald Trump. We are living in a third world country. That's what it looks like. If you saw us in another country, you go, that's a corrupt country. If you say about America, you'd be right.
This is wild.
Yep.
That said, the subject at hand is there seems to be something going on amongst House Republicans, and that's saying a lot, who are saying somewhere between your tariff stuff and your budget and how Americans are feeling, I'm not sure I can stay with you on this.
Look, hope springs eternal about the myth of the strong Republican. And most of the people right now who are muttering off the record will never come out, never cast a vote against Trump. But there are enough now in this very narrow majority that Mike Johnson has in the House who have said, I'm not going to add trillions of dollars to the deficit to pay for a tax cut for Elon Musk. I'm not going to blow out Medicare and Medicaid because an awful lot of MAGA voters are on Medicaid and Medicare and Social Security and food stamps for that matter. And they're feeling right now that gulf between how voters treat Donald Trump and how much latitude Republican voters give Donald Trump and hearing their own Republican voters
Right.
screaming at them saying, what the heck is going on?
Right. And there is a weird connection between getting screamed at, whether you attend the town hall meeting or not. We're airing it, so you're going to see it, and understanding this concept of executive overreach, right? Which is abstract to most people most times. But these people are saying to their members of Congress, you're the only one. You need to stop this nonsense.
Absolutely. And, there are different issues that motivate people.
Yes.
Nothing motivates you more than something personal, right? You go to the store. You can't afford to have the same food items that you had last week for your family. You can't afford other things.